my fucking goodness. An entire set of concept art, which looks like it's for Avengers Doomsday and Secret Wars, just got leaked by someone who works at Marvel. I'm taking a big risk making this video because Marvel has taken down almost all traces of the person who leaked it. But I really hope Marvel lets us talk about this, especially since the concept art has made everyone even more hyped for Avengers Doomsday and Secret Wars. And I'm talking hyped tenfold. So without wasting any more time, let's break down the concept arts. First up, and my personal favorite, we've got this insane medieval version of Battleworld. We see RDJ's Dr. Doom sitting on a throne, donning the epic white costume instead of the classic green. So right off the bat, we know Marvel is officially adapting Secret Wars 2015 from the comics, where Victor Von Doom becomes God Emperor Doom. We also see Doctor Strange standing on the right side of Dr. Doom, who in the Secret Wars comics was the right-hand man of Dr. Doom. So it's safe to say our Doctor Strange, or perhaps another variant of Strange, will be playing Sheriff in Doom's world. Now, judging by everyone's position here, they clearly worship Dr. Doom as a godly figure, which means this is definitely happening in Battleworld, the world that Doom rules over. Now, on Doom's left, we've got Susan Storm as his wife and Franklin Richard as their kid, just like in the comics where Doom essentially steals Reed Richards' life. But what's interesting is that Florence Pugh's Yelena Belova is working as a knight for Doom, holding someone captive in front of him. And the speculation is this person in chains could be Reed Richards himself. Now, I should tell you, in Secret Wars comics, the Beyonders built whole universes off of random ideas, and they twisted life into every possible shape. But then they got bored of life and started loving the idea of death. So they made the Molecule Man, a living bomb to destroy the entire multiverse. And that's how different universes began colliding with each other, a process known as incursions. And once an incursion takes place, both universes die.
It's like this reality collapsed in on itself.
Two realities collided.
And the only way to stop it is for one universe to be destroyed before the incursion happens. Now, the Beyonders also gave the Molecule Man his own set of powers and free will. So he teamed up with Dr. Doom and helped Doom destroy the Beyonders and steal their powers. And that's how Dr. Doom becomes the God Emperor Doom. Now, when we think about the MCU, the only character that really connects to this is Stephen Strange. Pretty much every version of Strange we've seen so far has caused an incursion, like the Illuminati Strange from Earth 838, What If Strange, and even the 616 Doctor Strange. So it all adds up to Doctor Strange likely playing a big role as Doom's right-hand man in this version of Secret Wars. He will probably team up with Dr. Doom to protect what's left of the multiverse and create a new world out of it called the Battleworld. In this new world created by Doom, no heroes had memories of their past life and the world they used to live in. But there were two individuals strong enough to retain their memories from the worlds before, and they're Stephen Strange and Dr. Doom himself. But one thing I'm afraid of is that in this comic, Dr. Doom kills Stephen Strange with his bare hands for trying to stop him from killing Reed Richards. So if the movie sticks to this, I'm not sure how this version of Strange is going to make it out alive. The next concept art is this one. We get a much more menacing look of Dr. Doom sitting on a throne. Here, Doom is wearing his iconic armored suit, which is a blend of medieval and futuristic design. This suit is all metallic with a dark greenish-gray color scheme. He has a hooded cloak draped over his shoulders, with the hood casting a shadow over his face. He also has segmented plates covering his chest, arms, and legs, and the way they're designed gives him both protection and the ability to move around easily. Now, his hands are encased in gauntlets, and his face is hidden behind that signature metal mask with cold, emotionless eyes glowing green. I'm guessing the green glow is a little reminder that Doom is not just a tech genius, but a powerful sorcerer too. If I were to venture another guess, I would say this is Dr. Doom sitting on a throne in Latveria in Avengers Doomsday. While this one is from Avengers Secret Wars, where Doom has completely become the God Emperor Doom and is hearing a case in his royal court. Now, as I said, Doom's Battleworld is made up of fragments from different realities, so there are many sections of it that used to be actual universes. And one of these is Greenland, where all the Hulk variants live together. And that's exactly what we see in this next leaked concept art. Every single person in this art, even this kid, is a Hulk. And we finally get a proper version of Scar, aka Hulk's son, who actually looks the part. He has even got an arrow sticking out of his stomach. The medieval outfits on all the Hulk characters are just incredible. Never thought I'd see it in the MCU, but I guess the Russo brothers had a different plan. And even though She-Hulk wasn't really the best show, but I'm so pumped to see Tatiana Maslany again as She-Hulk. She's an amazing actress and just needs a good story. This concept art also makes me wonder if we'll get a glimpse of the Thor Corps in the movie. The Thor Corps was this group of Thors across Battleworld who acted as Doom's police force, and to be in the Thor Corps you had to be worthy to wield a Mjolnir. This group of Thor was led by Sheriff Strange himself. Next up, we see the young Avengers, including a grown-up version of Speed. This means Marvel's probably gonna introduce him before Avengers Doomsday. Otherwise, it'll be too rushed. So most likely in Vision Quest. Speaking of which, I feel like this concept art fits more with that show than any of the Avengers films. But how and why Star-Lord is there with White Vision, I have no idea. But the ending of Guardians 3 showed us that Peter Quill is now in Missouri with his grandfather. So I would say this could be from a post-credit scene that connects Vision Quest to Avengers Doomsday. Also, I can already imagine the comedic scenes where Star-Lord and Wong are stuck babysitting the young Avengers while Miss Marvel totally fangirls over them. We also get a peek at an X-Men character named Dupe on the right, and he's a very intelligent character. The next concept shows Jocasta, a female bot created by Ultron in the comics. Originally, she was built as the Bride of Ultron using the brainwaves of Janet Van Dyne. And then there's this final concept art that just restores my faith in Marvel once again. T'Challa as Black Panther returns. But there's a slight twist. The file name for the concept refers to Black Panther as T'Chanda, aka Azuri, the Black Panther during World War II from the comics. He's the grandfather of T'Challa and was far more hostile and protective of Wakanda. He would hunt and decapitate almost every soldier entering his kingdom. You know, it's kind of poetic that it was the Russo brothers who introduced Black Panther in the MCU, and now they'll be the ones reintroducing him again. Overall, I'm absolutely stoked seeing all of these concept arts. I told you lads, have faith in the Russo brothers and they won't disappoint. They've given us nothing but masterpieces one after the other. Remember how they gave us the scene in Infinity War where Thanos beats the shit out of Hulk with his bare hands? Which immediately gave us the idea of how powerful Thanos was. And now I can totally picture them showing Dr. Doom ripping Thanos' skeleton out of his body like he did in the comics, which will cement Dr. Doom as the most formidable villain in the MCU. I know some people are still worried that Marvel hasn't built up enough stories before Doomsday and Secret Wars, but I have faith in the Russos. I'm sure Marvel planted enough seeds with Fantastic Four to properly introduce Doom. And then they'll pay it all off in Avengers Secret Wars, which could still be a two-parter, so we might end up getting 3 Avengers films. And they plan on making both movies at least 3 hours long, so there's plenty of time for character developments and payoffs. Now, one thing that keeps popping in my head though is why the Russo brothers decided to return after saying they wouldn't. They were so satisfied with their work on Endgame that they didn't want to mess up their legacy. They literally said "F no" when Marvel offered them the job. But then one day something clicked. Anthony Russo said, and I quote, "We ended up stumbling upon an idea that activated all of us. You couldn't see it coming until it came. And once it came, it was like, well, that's a story we need to tell." Now I think, and this is purely my opinion, I think this medieval spin on the story might have been the thing that got them back in. And it came from the writer Stephen McFeely. No one expected Marvel to take this direction for Avengers Doomsday and Secret Wars. And honestly, whether the leak was intentional or not, it's worked wonders for Marvel. People are pumped up again, and that's all Marvel could ask for. So tell me, what do you think about this concept art? And let me know your thoughts on some of my theories as well. I'll see you lads in the Daredevil Born Again breakdown.